Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carissa and this is Rissa Explains It All. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Sorry it took me so long to get part 2 out. I've been busy, but I saw y'all in the comments like, hello, where's the update? And I was like, okay, relax, but here I am. So what I did is I just went ahead and wrote down a bunch of questions that I saw frequently asked in the comment section of my last video, and I'm just gonna go ahead and address those. Firstly, I would like to go over how I'm feeling though. So I am 2.5 months, almost 3 months post-op. I feel great, I'm moving fine, my incisions are healed. I still wear my compression garment, which I would recommend to do anyways, because it's a good garment. You wake up so skinny, and yeah, so I'm doing good. I have some pinching and like stinging pain still on my side, but the nurse told me today that that is due to the medication, the numbing medication kind of dissipating, so my nerves are just coming back too. That is that on that update. I'll show you guys some pictures, or I'll show you guys a little video of my stomach or something after I get done explaining to you all the questions that have been asked. So let's do that. All right guys, I'm just gonna cut to the chase because the first question that I got asked a million times on my last video is the cost, even though I said the cost in the video because y'all didn't really watch my video. You just skipped along, which is fine. My cost for the full surgery, I had upper and lower abdomen, my waist or hips and flanks, and then I had my upper bra roll area. So 4 areas, and it was $7,619 in total. So I think it came to $1,495 per area or something like that. 7,619 was the total for the surgery. The price of the surgery will depend on your BMI. So for instance, my sister, she went and got the same surgery I got. She got 1 less area, but she also is way tinier than me. So she only paid about $5,800 in total for her surgery. The smaller you are, the less it is. The bigger you are, the more per area it's going to cost because there's more to take out. So in order to get accurate pricing for you specifically, you'll have to go in and get a consultation, and they'll tell you right then and there. The second question I got a lot was, is there weight requirements? I am actually not 100% sure. If you are on the heavier side, I would suggest getting multiple opinions from different doctors, because most of the time the liposuction for a bigger person may not be the best route for them. They may need to do the tummy tuck route. I would suggest to get opinions from different doctors in that case, because I don't really know what the weight requirements are or were or how that works. So go see multiple doctors. Next question, do they give you prescription medications? Yes, they do. So when you go in for your pre-op appointment before your surgery, they will give you your prescriptions to go get filled. One is an antibiotic. It's a amoxicillin, I believe. You're gonna take that for like 4 days after your surgery until it's finished so you don't get any infections. And the other is, for me, they prescribed me hydrocodone, and that is for the pain, which, to be honest, you only really need to use that for like the first 3 days, if that, because yeah, the pain doesn't last that long. It's just very painful in the first couple of days. So yes, they do give you those 2 pain medications. So what did I write? Next question is numbing. Did numbing hurt? Yes, it does. So the numbing process is probably the only thing that actually hurts. However, you're so sedated that you notice it because you're going to feel like certain stings with the numbing, but it's not like you're anticipating this pain because you're so out of it when they put you under local, which is like, I'm not really quite sure, I forget what they gave me. Something that just makes you very relaxed. You are going to feel the numbing, but it doesn't last that long. I can't even tell you how long. There's just certain areas that hurt more than the other. I want to say it was my upper back that hurt more when he was numbing. But other than that, that's really the only painful part. Once he actually starts doing the surgery, you don't really feel a thing. You could feel like vibrations and sounds and maybe a little bit of pressure sometimes, but that's about it. Yes, the numbing does hurt, but it's not like it hurts the whole time or it's unbearable. It's just like uncomfortable. So next. Okay, so I've seen some comments under my last video about people saying they've gotten botched. I personally did not get botched, so I don't know what their stories are, but I can tell you that you'll want to follow the rules that they set in place. I'm not saying that the people who commented under my last video had this happen, but obviously you don't want to go after surgery and start eating bad and getting back into bad habits. That could definitely probably botch you because you're going back to eating bad or you're not being healthy or whatever it may be. I'm not sure. If not wearing your compression garment, that could probably botch you. Also, research your doctor. They give you your doctor's name before your surgery, and research his credentials and his reviews, and if something is alarming to you, then you can pick a different doctor. Also guys, I do want to say that I think it's just depending on, like, it's luck of the draw, you know. It's like, can your body handle this and will your body heal correctly? So it just really depends on your body and how your body takes to it. It is like your body's going through trauma, so it really depends on how you can handle it. If you know you're not good with surgery, or you know that you're not good with healing, then you know that should be something to be considered. For instance, I know that I keloid, so my skin bubbles up from healing. So for instance, I got into this little scuffle back in my day. Let me see if I can show you. But I had stitches here, but it keloided. So I knew that going in that I probably am going to keloid. That's not the doctor's fault or the place I went to get my surgery done. That's not their problem. That's my problem. That's just how my skin is. It doesn't matter if I'm getting a foot surgery, a freaking any kind of surgery, I am going to keloid because that's how my skin heals. So also look into things like that. Anyways, enough about that. And I did keloid, and I'll show you guys. Compression garment, let me grab it. All right guys, so I'm not wearing my compression garment right now because I was out running errands, and it's still 150,000 degrees in LA, so this can get hot and uncomfortable. But this is the brand, it's called Charyssalellis, and it looks like this. I did this one. I will say though, however, these straps, you can adjust them, but I'm getting neck and shoulder spasms from the straps because they like weigh down on me. But I do try to wear this at least 16, if not 24 hours a day, because this is key. This compression garment is key. So yes, they do give you two. They give you one out of surgery, and then they give you one like a week or two following up on your surgery that's going to be tighter. However, I think due to COVID, there's some shipping issues, so mine didn't come for like a couple, maybe 2 or 3 weeks after, but I like this one better. That is the one I use. I'm a size medium. Yeah, that's the compression garment. I also seen some people ask about leaking or bleeding. I personally did not leak or bleed like some of these videos I've seen where their like whole garment is just full of blood. I probably wore my pads on my incisions for like 2 days, 3 days tops, and then took them off because it was already like scabbing over. It just depends on your body. Once again, depends on how your body takes to surgery, if you're gonna leak, if you're not, I don't know. My sister, she also just had the same results as me. She didn't really have any extra fluid come out. So it just depends on your body. Next, also hitting back onto the incisions, when you go back for your, I think it's 1 week or something, they give you incision tapes or like scar tape, so you can also put the tape over your scars to minimize the scarring, I guess. So I've been using that as well. You just take it and you cut it, you tape it on after your shower, and then it lasts for like 2 days, and then you'll replace it. So that is also another thing that they give you so you don't scar. I also had a question about, is this invasive? This surgery is invasive. You are awake under local anesthesia, and they do go in with like a cannula, something called like that, I'm not sure. They do cut you in certain areas of your, you'll see where they made their incisions on me, and they do go in and melt the fat and then suck it out. So yes, it is invasive. It's not the laser ones that you lay down and it's just like rotating lasers. I've did that before and I don't actually recommend that at all. Didn't work for me. I think it's kind of a scam, but that's another thing. I didn't do it with Sono Bello. I did it with, I don't even know, a different company in Florida when I lived there. Next and last question I'm going to go over is massages. Now, if you go with Sono Bello, they do not talk about massages or have any recommendations to go get any. I would recommend it. So that is one thing, because you do develop scar tissue. What I was doing is just taking the Arnicare swelling cream and having my boyfriend massage like my sides and my lower stomach, because in my last video you seen that I had that like lump down there. When I went to my appointment, they said that's completely normal. It's just a scar tissue trying to form, just to keep massaging it. I would definitely recommend finding a masseuse in your area who does massages for liposuction. I think it would be very helpful. I can imagine that it would be painful though, so just be aware of that. But I definitely would recommend looking into that. I don't think there is no downside to it that I can think of. So you just ask your doctor, I guess. I don't know. Definitely recommend massages. That's one thing they don't talk about or recommend, and that is something that I would say to look into. All right guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave some before and after pictures of what I look like before and what I look like now at the end of this video. So that concludes my update. I may do like a 6 month to a year update, but pretty much that's how I am doing right now. Feel great. I would recommend the surgery. Obviously consult with your doctors first, but I would recommend it. Other than that, guys, if you do have any other questions, you can reach me at my Instagram handles, which are right here, or you can comment below and I will comment back. I pretty much comment back to everybody on my last video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon on my next video. Bye.